There's this one thing that's like completely simple and really easy to do, but it will make your art significantly better in literally no time. And this one thing is observation. Pretty much observation and patience, and that's the thing I noticed when I draw things, and I'm like, I could actually draw this way better, but I just did not took enough time to do it, you know. I think all of us know this time when we just sketch around some random bullshit, and when we really try to focus and get into the zone and draw something with all our brain. By the way, observation is nothing else than just looking at an object or something you want to draw, like a pose, and observing how it looks, like literally paying attention to the small details and the composition, and training your brain to recall the exact picture you're looking at. Because most of the time when we draw out of imagination, we draw things how we think they look based on what we saw before. For example, if I say, draw me a bird, you will draw the bird how you think it looks, but it's not gonna be accurate because you probably never sat down and just stared at a bird for like 10 minutes so you actually know how it truly looks. I don't know if this explanation was good or not. I hope you get the point. So I wanted to try today to observe for 1 second how I usually do it, which means I just like pick a reference and don't really even use it. I just blink at it. Then for 1 minute and then for 10 minutes, and I want to see the difference. I've chosen those two pictures to use as reference. One is drawn, one is like a real life picture. I think it's just, you know, different if you observe something that's already drawn and something that's real life. And I want to see how different it will be based on the time I will look at it and observe it. So I decided to start with the picture of Nobara, which is amazingly drawn by Jono, crazy artist. And as I started drawing, I noticed, because I have only observed it for a second, that I actually don't know how the fuck this character actually looks like. And I just started like catching the main features, like the eye. But you can see that the hand, not the eye. But you can see that I definitely messed up the face and all the details and everything, bro. It looks like fucking ass. Anyways, I went on to take 1 minute time to observe, and this was a huge difference. I now actually started to understand the figure and the pose way more, because on purpose I chose a really difficult pose I usually wouldn't draw in both cases. And this here is like with perspective and hands. I literally every time I run away from drawing hands, and that's the reason why I took this pose. And I think I managed to make it good. I still kind of messed up. I think the overall shape went pretty good, but the facial features were just not right. And also the rendering, bro, I don't know how to fucking render. I was just like random colors, random doing shit, bro. That's the reason why I really don't like the rendering in the end. And I prefer the sketch. I think the sketch looks decent and way better with 1 minute and 1 second. And finally I went on observing this image for 10 minutes, and watching the replay of the video, I think I have ADHD or some bullshit, I don't know. I don't know why I'm moving that much. But basically what I noticed that after like 5 minutes, you probably have captured everything, so 10 minutes was a bit overkill. But I think that I definitely got a better understanding for the pose, and especially the negative spaces, which I was neglecting at the first run. I also took the most time for this 10-minute observation sketch, or like drawing, because I simply had more information I could put on the canvas. And even though like the head wasn't like too accurate, I think the facial features went way better, and the hands were also, even though the hands kind of suck, they were better. The rendering still shit because I don't know how to render, but I think that's the most accurate drawing I made, probably. Let's move on to the real life sketch thing, and here I took 1 second, and you can see it's like actually not too bad, but the leg section kind of messed up. I didn't really catch the motion of the original reference, to be honest, so that's something I really want to do better at the 1 minute to make it like more like a real gesture. When I had 1 minute time, I actually started looking at the bigger picture and recognizing the actual perspective of this entire thing. And even though the sketch was like more, you know, sketchy and not as detailed. I think that the overall gesture turned out way better than before. I mean, if you compare it one-to-one to the reference, you can see that I still didn't hit it exactly, but I think I'm getting way better, and 10 minutes is when I really performed the best. I mean, obviously staring 10 minutes at this picture was a bit overkill, but I think that I definitely made the best image out of those three, and it only took me 10 minutes to draw the actual pose. I mean, obviously the hands are a bit messed up, but I think it's the closest it came to the actual reference. Those are the three in comparison of the real life pose, and those are the three in comparison of the drawn Nobara pose. So in conclusion, I would say that observation is definitely an important thing to get better, but also, like, if you only observe stuff and you don't really know how the forms or muscles are looking, it's, you know, kind of just copying. But if I had to give out an advice how to draw better with your current skill set and like really quickly, how to get better, is to literally just be more patient and look at your reference for a longer time and try to actually understand the pose. I mean, at this time I also haven't done it perfect because I messed up a lot, but I think you can still see how I improved by only taking my time to observe the reference. Anyways, also hosting a contest right now where you can win money, which is 10 bucks. I never said it's a lot of money, but you can win money, you know, and I will try to continue like with those contests and obviously increase the value of the prize money. Those were the 3 winners of the last contest. Thank you so much for participating, and if you want to participate in this one, check out the link in the bio for the Discord. And yeah, I hope you have a great week, bro, a great day, and as always, never forget.
Are you for real? We can't live without them. I knew I whatever happens, happens.